Hey guys, how's it going? So today we are going to play a little bit more of Outriders Worldslayer, the new expansion. I am literally in front of the boss. I think it's the final fight in the game, basically. And we are going to do it, and then we are going to have a look at all of the end game content that the game has to offer. So yeah, let us jump into the game. I should just make sure that I have my correct weapon selected. Not that one. This one. Yes, that's fine. Okay, let us get going.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Knowing nothing can stop you?
Except me.
You can try to beat me, but you've already lost. Look around you.
What the hell is that? Okay, so I'm assuming I should try my best to stay out of that. Holy crap.
You can...
They give you hardly no time to dodge that.
Your salvation...
It's really difficult to hit her while she flies around like that. Fortunately, my turrets do a pretty good job. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Damn it, she took away my ability. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, and now there are enemies. Ouch. Damn it. Ouch. What the hell was that? Fucking hell. Like, how are you supposed to dodge that? That thing is insane. Okay, let's go. She has way too much health, like, holy schmoly.
Exhilarating.
Yeah. No need to talk again, thank you.
You can try to beat me, but you've already lost. Look around you.
Oh, I'm using the bloody wrong gun already. So we're already off to a bad start. Why did they switch to this gun? That's bloody irritating. Using my wrong gun. Holy shit, I actually stopped her. I didn't know you could do that. You can actually stop her if you deal enough damage. Okay, here comes the side dudes. Bloody hell, how does that thing do so much damage at the end? Like, it seems in the third, what do you call it? The third phase, I guess I can say, the damage just gets absolutely insane, like crazy, crazy, crazy. So we will go down to tier 2 because this is just crazy. Like, she almost one-hits me in that third phase. And I mean, you can't defend against that. There's no defending. I have no problem dodging the mechanics. I have no problem getting her down to around 10% HP.
You can try to beat
But then it just, she one-hits me. She literally one-hits me almost. I can't deal with that. So we will just take her on like this, absolutely tear her apart, because I've already proven that I have no problem dealing with her on Apocalypse 11, but the devs really need to reduce the amount of damage that she does, because that is just insane. On Apocalypse 11, she one-hits you, and it's just insane. The devs should really reduce the damage that she does.
Wait! Don't you feel it? The power coursing through you. This is who you were meant to be. We
are the gods of this planet.
No.
Just me!
try. I'll consume Let it go.
This Outrider.
You came back? This is no peace. We're not capable.
They can be.
But you saw what I became.
And I saw you let it go. Let it go.
Why did the cinematic end so abruptly? It's like, that's a very abrupt end to that cinematic. Really.
Thank you. For everything you've done, I can't.
Have only given them the tools.
The father. What he found under your lost city,
Don't go looking for this. We'll only find horror. I've given you walls. Safe here.
But for how long? The anomaly will just keep getting worse. One day it'll find a way through, and I'm not gonna sit around and wait for it.
If you leave this place, we'll not be able to come back.
I know. I know.
Like, all of these cinematics, they just end so abruptly. Like, you can just hear the music gets cut off, all of that stuff. I mean, it's nice cinematics, but then it just ends so abruptly. So now, as far as I know, you're done with the game, and then there's an end-game dungeon that you have unlocked now, and I assume that end-game dungeon is the place that she is talking about where I shouldn't go. The place where her father went, the blue alien's father.
Do not know what is there. Do not want to know. This is only pain. Only madness. You will not be able to come back.
Beyond this gate, the source of Father's power, his madness. I gotta find out what the hell it was.
Trial of Tarja Gratar. The trial brings a new game activity, venture into the lost city. The deeper you venture into Tyre Gratar, the tougher enemies will become and the better the loot will be. Troves offer high tier loot, and each trove has an increased chance for certain armor pieces. See the map for more details. You have a few attempts per run to complete the Trial of Gratar. When your party dies and you have some attempts left, you will respawn on the last reached crossroads. When you die without attempts left, your run in Tyre Gratar ends. Okay, so we are officially done with the game. It took about maybe,
Get yourself killed. Just
I would say 6 hours, maybe. I will have to go look at all of my videos, but yeah, about 6 hours, I would say.
Outrider, I never got to say thank you. You've helped us accomplish things I've never dreamed possible. I don't know what you're hoping to find out there, but good luck to you.
One last journey into the unknown, Outrider. Don't look back. You're where you're supposed to be.
Why'd you go without saying goodbye? Ever since that first vision of you long ago, I kinda got used to seeing you around. You better come back to me one day.
Let's quickly assign our PAX point. I'm supposed to get another PAX point somewhere. And the PAX points were attached to the story. So now that I'm done with the story, I wonder where do I get my 5th and final PAX point? Because you can only get 5 PAX points. Removing negative effects. Okay, well, I actually shouldn't be looking at those should be looking at these. Inject enemies with an explosive. Critical shots heal the nearby ally for 20%. That's bloody good. 5-second cooldown. Turret, blah blah blah. Yeah, I think this one, staying alive, is very important. Staying alive is going to be very, very important. So I think we're going to take that one. And now I just need one more point and then I can get that one. We got a legendary item. Two turrets can be placed before triggering the cooldown. Oh, that's not too bad, even though I'm not really a turret build. Like, my build isn't really turrets. Being afflicted by any status grants armor and resistance every 1 second. And then the set piece is increases damage on frozen enemies by 50%. Critical hit damage is increased by 10% for all party members after 8 seconds cold snap usage. Yeah, that doesn't seem too good, to be honest, so let us dismantle that one so that we can get the perks from it, or the mods, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to be using any of these, so we will just dismantle these. My set piece chest is simply too good. Whenever your health drops below 30%, all ongoing cooldowns are reduced by 5 seconds. Grants 12% bonus to close range damage. I don't do any close range damage. I can take this one. This one is pretty good. Okay, so I need to put toxic lead on this one. Okay, let's quickly go over here and put toxic lead on it. Boots, mod gear. Toxic lead. We can also maybe raise the attributes a little bit. That's fine. Okay. It's a little bit strange not having the people here anymore. I actually missed them. Okay, so that one sells the normal items. And then this one sells the legendaries, I think. Yes, this one sells the legendaries. Yeah, see, that one is the same one, the same set piece as the other one that I disenchanted. It gives the same, increases damage on frozen enemies by 50% modifier. But you can't really freeze bosses that much, and bosses are the only real quote-unquote problem, so I don't really care too much about that. But I already have a good set, so I don't care about that too much. Let's pump up the tier to 11 once again. Unfortunately, I lost a little bit of tier progress by dying, because each time that you die in the highest tier, once you're in the highest tier, when you die, you lose progress. But it's not the end of the world. We will obviously make the progress back. So is this literally all I can do in this area? I assume so. So we can still do the drops, locate drop pods. We can still do that. That's obviously the previous game's stuff, you know, the previous game's end game content. And then this is now the new end game content. Let's start one of them.
Atuma thought these pharaohs were following some primal instinct. But to where? Is Father's power drawing them? Is it drawing me?
Okay, so where am I actually supposed to go? Proving grounds. What's that? Proving grounds. My AoE damage is actually very good, so if they are all going to continue to come out from that one area, then I have bad news for them, because I'm going to tear them apart. I can slow them, and I just keep on doing AoE damage. Yeah, this is the fun thing about my build. I literally have unlimited ammo. As long as I have stuff to kill. Okay, well, that was exceptionally easy. Okay, so I see more gates open mean that more enemies will come out. I want to go pick up all of those things over there, to be honest. What, is that all? Bullets? Nothing else? I thought like materials and stuff would have dropped. So, don't I get any loot whatsoever in this mode? Or what's the deal? Do I have to survive until all of the gates are open? Do I then get my reward? Okay, well, now all of the gates are open. Ouch. Okay. It's actually very easy. They give you
The city's army must have been unstoppable. But Atuma never spoke of any enemies worse than themselves.
they actually give you a nice amount of space to move around and all of that kind of things, you know, so as long as you have space to move around, they can basically throw anything they want at you, and you will be able to deal with it, you know, you will be able to run around, dodge, all of that kind of stuff. You can also use the environment to your advantage, like shooting like this, you know, like I did. Because that one dude over there was constantly doing ranged attacks, but I was just like moving like this, you know, to basically cancel out the damage and abilities of the one boss. So, is that it? I don't quite understand what the point of this was. Oh, okay, do I get my rewards now? Okay, I guess so. I guess that's fine. This looks cool. Looks really cool. Okay, so a bunch of purple items, no legendary items. That sucks. I mean, maybe the thing has a chance to give legendary items, maybe, but I mean, not getting a legendary item seems a little bit stupid, to be honest. They should like give you one guaranteed legendary item or something like that, you know, because from the drop pods, you do get guaranteed legendary items, like literally 100% guaranteed legendary items from the drop pods. How do I get back? Like, I want to check out my gear and all of that. So how do I get back? I mean, if they're not gonna let you back at all, even after you did something like that trial, then that's a little bit stupid. I mean, I'm done with the challenge, so obviously I would like to go back. Let me go see if I can do it again. If I can do it again, then I just really don't understand why they won't let you back. Oh, okay, so it's closed now. Okay, well, that makes a little bit of sense then, but still, I think it's stupid that they don't let you back. So we can't go over there. There's nothing there, basically. We have to go into this direction now. Temple of the Anomaly. And then the Mausoleum. I don't know which one, to be honest. What use is all of this over here? Like, why did they build all of this? It seems like a little bit of wasted effort from the developers. Why would they make that entire area and then not have it do anything? Oh, there's something over there. I guess I have to go through the mausoleum, or through the temple at least. So do we want to go to the mausoleum or the temple? I mean, let's do the temple, I guess. Or not the temple, the mausoleum. And then after that we can do the temple. I am assuming all of them are different types of endgame content. I don't know. They really didn't explain hardly anything. The hell? What the hell was that? It teleported. That does not seem like a fun enemy. Okay, well, I can't attack it. Literally, I can't shoot it. Once again, I'm not getting any loot from any of these skills, so I'm assuming it's the same as the previous challenge, whereby I really only get my loot at the end of the trial, I guess I can say. he removed my ability with that attack. So their attacks can disable your abilities as well.
The power Father unleashed from his passage. It built this city, and hollowed it out. All for what?
I really don't have a problem dealing with 50 million minions, but as soon as a boss comes, then I stand a chance of dying. The minions are nothing. It's the bosses you have to be careful of. Damn it, I was hoping to be able to kill him with that magazine. The snipers there at the back are a bloody irritation, because they can literally kill you in 2 hits. Wow, this one was actually easier than the other one, and it was quicker, and it gave more rewards. So this one is definitely better than that other, whatever you call it, that survival trial type thing with the gates. Definitely this one is better. Gave more rewards, it was quicker, all of that stuff.
Atuma said the father built a palace over his passage. Find his throne room. I can probably find the entrance.
Okay, so where are we now exactly? Where the hell? I have no idea where we are now. Did we go there and then right? Is that where we are? I assume so. What's that over there? Is that actually loot or... It's probably just ammo. Okay, so now do I have to do this one over here? Is that what you're telling me? My inventory looking? My inventory is looking more or less fine. Arbitorium. Okay, I guess let's go with the Arbitorium.
These were gardens. Maybe. It'd be nice to see this place in its prime. Doubt anyone here is interested in tending to flowers anymore.
I don't like the ranged race, the humans, because they can actually, if you get unlucky, like if you get sniped twice or something like that, then you can actually die. You know, if two snipers hit you at once, you can die, stuff like that. There's also the one mortar unit that throws mortars. He can also kill you pretty easily, so for these guys, you have to be pretty careful with your health. You have to play much more cautious than what you can play with the Zerg animal race. See there, I just got hit by a sniper and it literally took almost half my HP. So the snipers are really bad news. If there's a couple of them and they both hit you at once, you can very easily die. That's why I'm not a fan of these dudes. I would much prefer to fight the Zerg race. Okay, Apocalypse tier 12. So things will get a little bit more difficult now. Oh, and we get a cinematic for this one. That guy does not look friendly. Now, why is there two of them? And the one, I'm not even halfway done with the one, and now there's two of them. What BS is that? Okay, let's just swap my guns. That's a really, like, I never reach the point where I can't deal with the enemies. Like, I always am able to kill the enemies in time. But there, it was just ridiculous. Like, they just overwhelmed me. And that, like, never happens. I would really like to change my gear right now. Like, upgrade my gear and all of that kind of stuff. I really think it's stupid that you can't. Like, really. Like, these look really nice. But I can't switch. Okay, let's leave that one for later. Let's try this one first. Okay, this looks like a boss fight.
What the hell are you?
Yeah, right back at you.
What the hell? What the hell? How am I supposed to dodge that? Okay, I did dodge that, but apparently not. Like, I press dodge like a bastard, and you literally can't dodge that attack. Look at that, I dodge and it doesn't work. bloody boss has so much HP. I don't know why the developers think it's funny to have the boss have so much HP. Okay, now he's into phase 3. Why the hell am I so slow? Damn it. Oh, it's that stuff that makes me so slow. That stuff on the ground. But I can't really avoid it most of the time because I can't see where I'm dodging really. It's really difficult. Come on, die already. Die. Thank you very much. Hey, we actually got a legendary. Finally. And we got our 5th PAX point. That's also really nice. We like to see that. PAX point. That will give us a lot of survivability. This skill over here. Critical shots heal the nearest ally for 20% of their max health. If overheal occurs, the player also receives 30% increased damage for 5 seconds. So since I'm basically constantly critting, I will constantly, well, every 5 seconds obviously, be healing. So you heal 5%, you heal 20% of your HP every 5 seconds. That's really good, like really, really good. Constant healing. And I mean, I already have a lot of healing, but I mean, 20% healing every 5 seconds, that's quite good. I really think the developers should just bloody make it so that the bosses aren't like 10 minutes of you just shooting at them, you know? It's a little bit ridiculous. Like, where's the skill in
Gotta be the palace.
shooting for 10 minutes?
Find the throne room.
Okay, the throne room, you say. So do I just have to eeny, meeny, miny, moe, or what? Let's see that legendary that I got. Legendary pants. Each successful assault weapons shot grants firepower bonus that stacks up to 50%. To reach the bonus, a half of weapon magazine ammo must be spent on successful shots. On achieving maximum stacks, the firepower bonus is raised to 100% and burn is applied to both the player and enemies within 15-meter radius. The bonus is active for up to half of weapon magazine ammo capacity. Bonus is lost upon reloading or swapping weapons. Okay. So I wonder how that will work with my skill, because my skill basically gives me unlimited ammo. So will I be able to trigger that ability, which then gives 100% increased firepower? Will I be able to keep that constantly, because I will never reload or swap weapons? So that's actually an interesting ability. It's a freaking convoluted ability. It's very convoluted, but it might actually be pretty good, to be honest. I just have to test it. I will have to test it. Well, obviously I first need the entire set, because that is not active until you have the entire set. So that's the first thing that I will need to do. But yeah, it's an interesting legendary ability. A throne room. Let's have a look. I'm assuming we will get the most loot in the throne room. I'm just assuming.
Looks like the Father's throne room.
You can actually see that my damage is increased. Like, I usually don't do crits of over 20,000, but now I'm actually getting a couple crits over 20,000, so you can clearly see that that ability, the 5-second duration and 30 weapon damage, 30% weapon damage, you can clearly see that it is active and that it's basically constantly active actually, which is really nice, obviously. You can see there 22,000 crits that I do, 22,000, 23,000, and I was not doing that amount of damage previously before I activated my new PAX point. So not only does it heal, but it also gives me a basically constant 30% damage increase, which is really good. Okay, that was actually really easy. Okay, that's pathetic loot. Hopefully we get something else.
Is that supposed to be a Tuma? It's the same face. Those gems on her forehead. That means Atuma was the daughter?
It makes sense.
All the stories she told me, they were about her. She was here for all of it. Some kind of private chambers. This is in English. Who the hell else has been here? Not Monroy. His people never got out of the desert. And these carvings are 1,000 years old. How the fuck did Father write in a language from galaxies away? That hadn't even been invented yet.
Okay, finally we get to a crafting table. I'm assuming there's going to be a boss battle after this after I open this door. Otherwise, they wouldn't really have put down a crafting table. So mitigation from death, and then I just need to put on damage absorber. When your shield is active, blah blah blah. Okay, so I'm just gonna put on damage absorber. Because damage absorber is a very important skill. I'm gonna remove Mr. Fix-It. Damage absorber. There we go. And then we can have a look at possible other stuff. This almost looks like a Destiny 2 thing. Well, I'm not going to be replacing my legendary items, and probably not my boots either. Oh, maybe actually this one is better. Toxic lead. The Phantom Dash is very good actually. Okay, so we're gonna switch that one, and then we need to put on Toxic Lead. Yeah, definitely. Toxic Lead instead of Cold Purification. Okay, that's good. Phantom Dash will help me not get stuck. We can raise the attributes a little bit. Okay, then let's have a look if I can get any new weapons. Already these two changes that I made now will be pretty good. And then let's have a look. Currently my gun has Golem and Slow. Golem is very important to have. I basically must have Golem. That's how important Golem is. Striga is also very important. Well, it's a very good perk to have, but not as important as Golem. Golem is very, very important. Let me think. Let's have a look. Okay, so 660, 1-4. Okay, 660, 1-4. Just making a mental note. Okay, so that thing shoots much slower then. Okay, and then we can also have a look. The assault rifles unfortunately will never be as good as a machine gun because of the clip size. The clip size is really prohibitively small. 80 clip size, you can work with 80 clip size. 80 clip size is not terrible. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so if I were to compare this one, 1000, well, no, I shouldn't compare that one. I should compare this one. So their stats are exactly the same, except this one does does 100 more damage, and it has 4 perks well, 3 perks instead of 2 perks. Yeah, we can take this one. It's slightly better. And then we can put Golem Rising on it. I'm not sure if Toxic stacks. Like you see there, improved Toxic bullets. I'm not sure if Toxic actually stacks. I guess we will find out. Okay, so that one, when we compare it to this one, so it does the same damage, more or less, 1550, 1560. This one shoots 140 RPM faster. It reloads faster and the crit is higher. But the clip size is 70 less. That is obviously quite significant. Yeah, that's quite significant. I think there is a mod that changes, well, that increases the magazine size. I believe so. So we can maybe have a look at that, at increasing the magazine size. I think there's a mod like that. Just have to check. Actually, let's just see here. All of these weapons that I'm definitely not gonna use, we can dismantle. I just want to see if there's not a mod on one of them that I don't have already. It doesn't look like it. Let's have a look over here. I remember there was, I think, a mod that increases magazine size, because if I can increase the magazine size on that assault rifle, then the smaller magazine size really won't matter too much. Or if I can get something that returns bullets, you also get some of the perks that return bullets. That will also, you see, like that one for instance, that will also actually be not too bad. Okay, so unfortunately it doesn't seem that there's a specific perk that increases magazine size. So that other one will be difficult to use due to the small magazine size. So yeah, unfortunately I don't think we're gonna do that one. We're gonna use the assault rifle, I mean. We're not gonna do that. Let's see. That's not bad. Okay, what's the difference between This 23,000 damage for 3 seconds cooldown. This one is basically the same. Multiplied by the maximum number of 4 enemies. Oh, that's actually... So it can do up to 100,000 damage then. That's interesting. Oh yeah, Golem Rising. I forgot we really should put Golem Rising on. We can't really afford to put something else on. It basically has to be Golem Rising. I almost forgot about that. So yeah, unfortunately we are gonna have to put that on. Where's my old weapon? There it is. Yeah. Unfortunately, we are gonna have to do that. I don't know if stuff stacks, like weakness. This one inflicts double weakness. I don't know if that stacks. I don't know if toxic stacks. I'm really not too sure. I would have to go read a wiki in order to see if it does indeed stack. I would really like to use like assault rifle again, or a double gun again, but the light machine gun just has so much ammo that the other guns really can't compare with this build at least. And the submachine guns, their ammo only goes up to 60. So yeah, 60 is not that much, and the range is pathetic, 35-meter range, whereas my machine guns have 75 range. So I mean, it's more than double the range. So the chances of you getting or using a submachine gun over a light machine gun is not a lot, because it's just so much of a difference. And now this gun will do a lot more damage than my other one. Should probably also increase the level of these. Damn, it's expensive. Really quite expensive. Oh, but it increases it to the maximum level. I thought... Oh, no, it doesn't. Doesn't increase it to the maximum level. Just increases it by 1 level. Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, I guess so. It will definitely help. Let me have a look again. It's really expensive. Like, look at that, 1,200. You can buy a bloody legendary item for 1,200. It's just ridiculously expensive. Okay, so we are now a little bit more powerful. Certainly our gun is a lot more powerful.
Here we go. This must be Father's secret passage. No one else has been past here in 1,000 years.
Okay, I'm not doing any damage. Fucking hell. What am I supposed to do? Like, what the hell? Holy shit. What the hell? Oh, I see there. Okay, so should I head over there? What the hell? Ouch. Okay, so I guess that's what you have to do. Bloody hell, that explosion is a big one. The range. Absolutely crazy. What the hell froze me like that? I can't say that I'm a fan of this whole mechanic, but what can you do? Damn it, he removed my ability. What? What? Don't tell me I'm legitimately dead. What on earth? What just happened? I have never died like that. Just one hit dead. Boom. That is BS. Like, what the hell? That is absolute BS, really. That's the definition of BS. I've literally never just died like that. like from full health to dead in one hit. That's never happened. Really. I don't know what. That must have been a glitch or something, because like I say, I've never died like that. I have a couple of choices. I can reduce the apocalypse level, because if I die again like that, then I'm out. Then it's game over. So okay, so I guess we try that again. I guess. Hopefully, whatever happened doesn't happen again, because that was absolute BS. It took me a while at the beginning to figure out the mechanic for the boss, but not that bad. We managed to figure it out. Now we just have to figure out why the hell he killed me in one shot. I don't like that. Why the hell am I frozen? Bloody hell. What the hell? Okay, so it's those guys that freeze you. That's not fun. I wonder, that ability that is charging right there, obliteration, is that the thing that one hit me? But if that is the thing, then what, like, there's nothing that I can do. I mean, I'm doing the mechanics, I'm doing perfectly. You have to stand next to these things and then they go into the ground. And once they're into the ground, you then get, you then make the boss damageable. So once that thing expires, I can't do anything. Like, there's nothing I can do to defend myself. So look, now he's gonna basically own me. Look, just 1 second and then he's gonna own me. Look at that. Okay, fortunately we managed to do that one, I think. I'm not sure. The obliteration thing ran out. So he might one hit us any moment now. Touch of Torment. Don't know what that does. Because I'm literally, what you have to do is you have to stand next to these and then they sink into the ground slowly. Otherwise than that, there's not much you can do. I really don't know why. Touch of obliteration. Oh, that's not good. And I'm dead again. Yeah. The touch of obliteration is the thing that one hits you. But like, what can you do about it? There's nothing you can do about it. It's undoable. Like, I will have to go check the wiki quickly, because this is just, it's impossible. I don't know how I can not die. So let me just quickly go check the wiki. 1 second. Okay, so I don't know. The forums just basically say what I've been doing. It's literally what I've been doing. You just stay close to the pillars, and the pillars will go into the ground, and that's pretty much it. Like, there's no real massive difference. You just stay next to the pillars, and they go into the ground, and that's really it. Can't change apocalypse tier during expeditions or trial of blah blah blah. Okay, well, that's really stupid. So yeah, I don't know. We can't really do much. I'm just gonna try it again. Yeah, like, if we die again, then that's life. Like, the boss and the entire expansion is still very new, so obviously there's gonna be nerfs that need to be done by the dev as they get feedback from the players. They are going to realize that they need to nerf certain bosses. So obviously none of that has happened yet, because the game is still very new. If I died there, I would not have been happy. So yeah, the game is still very new, and the devs definitely need to do some tuning. Like, it's really ridiculous that you can even... Okay, I'm gonna see if I can take this hit. Hopefully I don't die. Okay, I don't die, that's good. There's definitely some nerfs that need to be done, and obviously in this case you are simply not given enough time to complete the thing, you know. It's really, there's not enough time to finish before the obliteration runs out, because you're supposed to be able to kill the boss in between these phases, but I mean, you just can't. There's not enough time. So I'm gonna try one more time, and then we will just see. Okay, over there. So yeah, the devs definitely need to increase the time that you're given between the obliteration phases, because I mean, I do very good with all of the other bosses, and then now this boss is giving me some real bloody problems. So it's clear that there's something wrong with this boss. The fine-tuning on this boss isn't correct. Stop bloody freezing me, you bastards. Okay, now we switched to another one for some reason. Bloody hell, stop freezing me. Fucking hell. Yeah, no, that boss is definitely overtuned. It's way too difficult. Like, I've never had a problem like this with a boss, and now all of a sudden I have a problem like that. Like, I mean, we did all of the bosses up until that stage, and then all of a sudden we die there. So that just really goes to prove that that boss definitely needs to be fixed. Definitely, definitely. Okay, so we did get like one legendary item, bunch of purple items, all of that. Blah, blah, blah. So we will definitely do that again. I still don't 100% understand the point. Like, why are there different areas in the trials? Like, must you do all of the areas? Must you only do certain areas? Because there's side areas that I've done, like the very first one that we did, where the gates open. That one doesn't even lead to anything. So really, what's the point of that? You know, what's the point of doing that if it doesn't lead anywhere? Like, yeah, sure, we got some purple items out of it, but what's the point of doing those side areas? I just don't understand really. So yeah, it's a little bit strange. So yeah, I don't know. I would honestly much rather do the old content, because I mean, we spent what, an hour and a half in that place, and we got one legendary, literally one legendary. Whereas if you spend an hour and a half doing drop pods, these drop pods, then you will get a lot of resources, the drop pod resources, and you can literally use the drop pod resources over here to get legendaries. Like literally just, you can just buy a legendary. It's so bloody easy. Like one of these, you can just buy a legendary. So it's really, I don't think the trial is like amazing or anything. In fact, the old method of getting legendaries and getting better gear, in my opinion, is better, because like I say, it's guaranteed legendaries. You go and you do these drop pod missions. It doesn't actually show you how much you get from it. Well, from 2,500, so you can see there. You get from 2,500 for one of them, and depending on how you perform, you can get more. So you do a couple of runs from that, and it doesn't take so long. It's actually quick runs since it's small areas, and you get 2,500 at least. You can buy your legendaries with that, whereas I now spent an hour and a half and I lost, well, I didn't really lose world tiers, but you can certainly lose world tiers, whereas the drop pod missions really aren't difficult. Like, it's really a walk in the park, and you're guaranteed legendary gear, you know. So yeah, like I say, I just think the trial is pretty poor, to be honest, and that's in addition to the fact that the bosses, like that boss, the last boss in particular, like, I do everything perfect. I read the guide and everything. They say you need to stand next to the pillar. The pillar will go into the ground, and you need to kill the enemies, otherwise the pillar doesn't go into the ground. And you just do that constantly, like I did, and you then just shoot the boss when the shield goes down, when the pillars go down into the ground. And I just really think that it's idiotic to not even give the player enough time to kill the boss. Like, I mean, sure, if the player is screwing around and not doing the actual mechanics, then yeah, if they then run out of time, then that's fine, you know, kill them. That's totally fine. But I was literally only doing the mechanics, literally standing next to the pillar when I need to stand next to the pillar, and killing the enemies, and then after that attacking the boss. So I wasn't screwing around, I wasn't wasting time, and I still ran out of time. You know, it's just really that fight definitely needs to be changed and nerfed, because it's really, for someone with my skill to not be able to do it, goes to show that it's really like impossible, basically, because I killed all of the other bosses in the entire trial, no problem at all, you know, and all of the bosses before that as well, you know. I mean, I did the entire story and all of that on Apocalypse tier 11 and 12, and no problems at all. And then I get to this one and I can't even do it. So it's very clear that that trial thing needs to see some very big changes, especially with regards to the very last boss. But like I said, the gameplay, the content is new. The devs need to look at the feedback from the players and make the necessary changes and all of that, you know. So yeah, so I don't think I will be doing the trial again, to be honest. It's simply not the best way to get better gear in the game, in my opinion. So yeah, guys, I think that is pretty much it. I will play more Outriders but not, I won't do that trial again, I don't think. As always, before we end, it would be really appreciated if you guys are gonna buy any Steam games. If you could buy them through nexus.gg/LFP Gaming. It is a game store or a web store where the developers themselves sell games. So there's God of War on there, there's Borderlands on there, there's many games on there that are being sold by the developers themselves. And because you are buying the games from developers themselves instead of through Steam, where Valve takes 30% of your money, you then still get your Steam key, because the developers can still issue you with a Steam key if you buy through Nexus, but the developers get 30% more of your money, and I get a small percentage as well. So you not only can support the developers by buying through there, you can also support me. And it's a free way to support the channel, because you obviously are gonna buy the game in any way. So by simply buying it through Nexus, you can support the channel. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.